Yoko, thanks so much for joining us today. And I have always really appreciated you and your presence. And so I look forward to what you have to say in our conversation about peace today. First, I want to give you the opportunity to introduce yourself.
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity, Marilyn. I'm Kyoko Seiki from Japan. I have been in the coaching field for the last 24 years, and I've been doing a consulting and training based on coaching-based concept.
Mhm. Thank you. So what does peace mean to you? That's a big word.
Yeah. Um, Marilyn, I always believe that it starts from self within,
Mhm, mhm,
and
mhm,
hopefully it will ripple out so that
mhm.
we can make a impact to others. But it always start within. And
Yes.
yeah, and it means to me that it's a sense of knowing the true self,
Mhm,
truth
mhm,
of who I am,
mm,
what is my gift, and what's my uniqueness, and who I am.
mm,
That sense of knowing.
mhm,
That's very important. And also, what is my vulnerability? And
Your
yeah,
vulnerability. Yes.
vulnerability, so that I
Mhm,
can also love and accept that part of me.
mm,
When
beautiful.
when I'm able to do that, I feel a sense of peace.
Yes. Thank you. And I just want to say that our work together recently has really helped me get in touch with peace as a starting point. It's part of my vision board over here and how I want the world to be. This place where everyone has the opportunity to reach their potential and we all live in peace and prosperity. And we also need to each individually and as communities, as teams, start with that sense of peace. So it's both the beginning and an outcome. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. So, how have you come into this place of working towards peace or peace work?
Right. Well, short story. When I was a young, I used to work for the company, uh,
Mm-hmm.
International Human Resources, and
Mm-hmm.
helping non-Japanese get settled in Japan and
Mm-hmm.
help supported all the personal matters for them.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, I have witnessed a lot of conflict between non-Japanese and Japanese because
Mm.
of cultural differences
Yes.
and ethics and
Mm-hmm.
values.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I felt really painful to witness.
Yes.
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 But
Mm-hmm.
because I was young, I didn't know how to help.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was kind of like a beginning of my desire to really understand how people can understand beyond language and cultures and differences, all the boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then so many things happen, but about, I would say, 12 years ago, I started having a conversation with a woman called Windy Eagle, and we
Mm-hmm.
talked about dream and about how we can manifest something that help support peace or
Mm.
cultural understanding. And
Mm-hmm.
then we decided to launch the things called Healing Between Worlds.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So through that program, I learned so much about myself, how
Mm-hmm.
to, create peace within. And
Mm-hmm.
also we are trying our best to help others through several
Yeah.
programs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And, you and I share that belief about the importance of cultural understanding, cultural intelligence, and how that can bring us to a place of greater peace and harmony.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Wind Eagle then is someone who is in the US, right?
Yeah.
And a Native American. Is that right?
Partially. Yes.
Partially, yes.
Yes. Yes. Hmm.
Yeah. Thank you. So you're already combining cultures as co-leaders of that. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That we
Mm-hmm.
spent 4.5 years conversation to create
Mm-hmm.
that concept. And during that time, it was actually cultural merging.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was, it really helped me how to work peacefully with someone from different cultures.
Mm-hmm. It's great. Thank you. And my next question is going to be, how are you living it out? How are you living it out? So you are living it out in the programs that you're doing with her.
Mm,
Anything else you want to say about how you're living out peace?
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, it requires uh, conscious efforts, I believe.
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah, um, because in everyday life, so many things happen to
Yes.
to be away from peace.
Hmm.
Uh, One of the things I try my best, spend a lot of time in the morning, is to remember who I am.
Mm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, um, what was my gift? And I've known uh, at least 5 gifts
Uh-huh.
within through
Yes.
through that program.
Yes.
So, um, oftentimes I need to remind myself, like, I am harmony.
Mm.
Harmony is one of my gift. So I am
Hmm.
harmony.
Mm.
Unconditional loving and forgiveness. That's also
Mm.
a gift of mine
Yes.
that came from my women's line.
Hmm.
I am son that came from my men's line. So I
Hmm.
need to remind myself who I am.
Hmm. Hmm.
That kind of shift my state in the morning
Hmm. Hmm.
with a
Hmm.
breath.
Hmm.
Yeah. But uh, of course, I sometimes come to self-criticism
Yes. Hmm.
um, or self-doubt
Hmm.
or whatever it is. So
Yeah.
I'm away from peace time to time, of course.
Hmm.
Um, I'm learning, Marilyn, this is my learning practice, but I'm learning to pause.
Yes, to
Um,
pause. Hmm.
Pause. Yeah.
Hmm.
And try not to ignore
Yeah.
that part of me.
Hmm.
So if I'm busy during the daytime, I will put it aside, but I will make sure to spend some time to go back and spend some time with that part of me and
Mm.
really listen what is about.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just
yeah.
like
Yeah.
you would as a coach with someone. Yeah, to truly listen and including those vulnerabilities like you've talked about. I thank you for sharing that,
Yeah.
how you start your day and the importance of taking a pause when we're experiencing self-doubt. And that self-doubt, from the readings and research I've done, has gone up so much in recent years with just the how fast everything is changing and there's so much uncertainty. So that leads to more self-doubt for a
Yeah.
lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the 5 gifts that you've mentioned, really incorporated with for me, my 4 core values that I was already physically stepping into, as I start my day. So now I've got
Mhm.
this kind of combined really, that my
Mm.
values and my gifts as I step into the different physical poses as a reminder, and both of receiving and giving. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, the
Yeah.
posing,
Mm,
combination with the posing, that's
mhm.
beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah. Thanks,
yeah,
like a yoga pose. Yeah.
yeah,
Or
that's beautiful.
mhm.
Yeah. Mm.
So, what do you most want the people who are reading this blog or listening to it to take away from our
Mm.
brief conversation today?
Yeah, that's very important question. Yeah, um, I'm learning, but um, I want to say that peace always starts from self,
Mhm.
starts within. We cannot change other people quickly or change the world, but we can change ourselves.
Mhm.
So it's really worthwhile to really pay attention to our, uh, to recognize the beautiful part of
Mm.
ourselves, and also make sure to pause
Mhm.
when we
Mm.
have a self-doubt or self-criticism,
Yes.
because that's the moment when we can uh, love and accept who we are.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah. The
yeah.
importance of the pause. Thank you for that. And Kyoko, if someone wanted to find out more about you and your programs, what would be the website for them to go to?
Yes, yes. I have a two website. One is
Hmm.
healingbetweenworlds.org.
Hmm.
.org. Yeah.
Yes.
Um, and another one, I have a company called Deep Harmony. So
Hmm.
uh, you can find me through that website, Deep
Yeah.
Harmony. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today and sharing what peace means to you and how you're living it out and inviting others to join you. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity.